Hi friends, welcome back to my channel SciTech. In this one, I'm going to compare the default Battlegrounds mobile gameplay graphics comparison between all of these three Dimensity 1200 chipset mobile phones. Yes friends, right now I do have the three smartphones with the same processor, Dimensity 1200, but even though three smartphones, they do have the same kind of processor, but still they are optimized with the different graphics settings. So after the recent update, let me just show you exactly what's happening with all the three smartphones. So just couple of days back, I did receive the software update in the OnePlus Nord 2 and recent update MIUI 12.7 which is running 12.5.7 and Realme UI 3.0 beta version which is running in the Realme X1 Max device. So OnePlus Nord 2, Poco F3 GT and Realme X1. I thought of uploading this video mainly because this might be useful for a few of the users who are actually looking to buy one of the device, but what are the default graphics? You should know which one has got what type of graphics. So let me just go to the settings option. Each phone has got different graphics settings, friends. Yes, it's kind of really difficult. I'm not sure why they are not optimized into the equal level, but it also depends upon the manufactured mobile phone. So right now, smooth and extreme settings, and there is balanced and ultra, HD and ultra, HDR and ultra. There is no ultra HD is not supported, unfortunately. In this OnePlus Nord 2, it's not supported at all at this moment, as you can see, friends. So you cannot play with ultra HD. So even the 90 FPS is also not supported at this moment in the OnePlus Nord 2. That's kind of a little bit drawback. And let's go to the Poco F3 GT. Here's the Poco F3 GT, which has got Battlegrounds mobile game. And let's go to the settings option, show you the default settings, what it has got. So default settings, we do have the smooth and extreme settings and HD and extreme, HDR and extreme, and Ultra HD is also supported. Ultra HD and Ultra, as you can clearly see, friends, not bad. So the graphics has been updated completely in the Poco F3 GT, but there is no 90 FPS still in the Poco F3 GT. As you can clearly see, friends, even though the OnePlus Nord 2 Poco F3 GT has got same processor, but it's not that optimized in the OnePlus Nord 2 at this moment. I hope the OnePlus should be figuring out to give the really good updates for this Battlegrounds mobile game. And next phone is the Realme X1 Max device. This is the first phone in the Dimensity 1200 to get the 90 FPS update by default. This is a Realme X1 Max, but this Realme UI is so much active. Even I cannot get some words, but still this is so much irritating, friends, because you cannot play it 90 FPS. So right now, as you can see, friends, it has got the 90 FPS, but still we don't get any kind of 90 FPS support at this moment. It's only supporting 60 FPS. Different security patch updates in the Realme X1 Max supports different FPS. So some security patch updates, they support 70 FPS, some 90 FPS, some only restrict up to 60 FPS, like beta version, which I'm trying to use. As you can clearly see, friends, it's restricted to 60 FPS. So whatever tricks you try, we cannot get 90 FPS in the Realme X1 Max device. This is the situation at this moment. So I'm not sure, friends, why the Realme X1 Max got 90 FPS update and why the Realme is not giving us 90 FPS update. It's kind of really annoying for me, even for a lot of other users as well. It's kind of totally confusing, friends, because in the first place, they should not give the 90 FPS. If they give the 90 FPS, it should be in the user's hands that we should be controlling this one, whether to play it 90 or to play it 60. Whenever you try to select the 90 FPS, there should be a message saying that it's your own risk because of the temperature heating issues. Try to use 60 FPS, something like prompt message. We should be able to get that. If they think about temperature and all those heating problems, they should do something, friends. Otherwise, it's not restricting like this. So even I don't like of restricting. So even though we do have the 90 FPS, we cannot play it. So this phone basically is kind of equal to the other Dimensity 1200 chipset mobile phones, OnePlus Nord 2 and the Poco F3 GT. You can play at 60 FPS, but Poco F3 GT and this phone kind of same, but 90 FPS slightly. Ultra HD is not till updated in the OnePlus Nord 2. I wish the Realme could have figured out some alternate way to make the throttling less and keeping the low temperature something while playing at 90. Anyway, playing at 90 FPS, so many phones will get a lot of heat, friends. Not only this one, even the Snapdragon 888 processor and Snapdragon phones also, they will get heat. Not only this phone, yes, even the Snapdragon processor also will get heat. So it's not about the processor, it's about the Battlegrounds mobile game 90 FPS, which is slightly intense kind of gameplay, right? So that's the reason. But one good thing is that after the Realme UI 3.0 update, we can actually get the real-time floating FPS meter, which is quite interesting, which I did like in my experience of using the real-time floating FPS meter. Which is my favorite FPS meter, as you can see, friends, clearly. The OnePlus Nord 2 used to have this kind of real-time floating FPS meter, but right now, because of this Realme UI 3.0 update, it has been come to the Realme X1 Max as well. That's a really good advantage at this moment right now, as you can clearly see. And overall, if you ask me which phone is really good, so all the three phones are pretty good friends in terms of handling games. But if you want the gaming triggers to play, then Poco F3 GT is your choice. I did like this kind of gaming triggers while playing the Batman's mobile game, especially in this Poco F3 GT. I did enjoy every time playing in this phone. As you can see, even with the HDR settings, I'm trying to use HDR and Ultra settings, but still, the phone was able to handle pretty good, right? As you can see, able to handle pretty good the FPS, 60 FPS it's maintaining consistently. So no need to worry about the throttling and no need to worry about the frame drops much in all of these three smartphones. Maybe because of sometimes with the software updates, it will be affected with the software updates. Sometimes, yes, it will definitely get affected. Throttling issues and all those things with the software updates. As you can see, overall it was able to maintain pretty good FPS, 60 FPS even with the HDR and extreme settings as well. As you can see exactly in the Poco F3 GT. And one more annoying part is that the voice changer is kind of not supported in this OnePlus Nord 2 device while playing the Batman's mobile game. This game doesn't support the voice changes in the OnePlus Nord 2 while playing the Batman's mobile game, unfortunately. That's something, another drawback is there at this moment. So 4D vibrations, all the three smartphones, they don't support any kind of 4D vibrations. But voice changes, Batman's mobile game, till now it's not supporting the Batman's mobile game. And voice changes is kind of supported in the Poco F3 GT. That's another something you should definitely understand, the voice changes. As you can see, this is a new type of game turbo which I did install. And the Realme UI 3.0 also brings the voice changes, but let me need to check whether it's supported or not. Let's go to the voice changes. This game doesn't support. So out of these three smartphones, the voice changer will be supported in the Poco F3 GT. Yes. And one more annoying part is that in the Realme X and Max, while playing the PUBG Korean version, you can actually get the 90 FPS if you use the set edit application. And voice changer also will be working in some other versions. PUBG Global or maybe Korean version, it will be working, but not for the Batman's mobile game. It's kind of not optimized properly for the Batman's mobile game at this moment. I wish they could have figured out as soon as possible to optimize. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more updates. It's a quick comparison between all of these three smartphones regarding the gameplay and everything. And finally, 60 FPS in all the three smartphones, 90 FPS in no phone you can play at 90 FPS at this moment. Extreme settings you can actually play in the Poco F3 GT and not in the Realme X and Max, but not in the Nord 2. I mean Ultra settings, Ultra HD settings. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more updates. And meanwhile, signing off. Until then, stay tuned. Bye.